What's going on, guys? Dino here, back with another video. I hope everybody's doing great today. Today, we are going to touch on a few different things on my 2019 ZX6R. I'm going to go over and touch on the few adjustments and modifications we've made to date. I think the bike's coming out really nice. I do have some parts that should be here any day, which I'll give you a sneak peek on exactly what's coming. I'm also going to touch on a few different settings for the 2019 ZX6R cluster. We've been getting a few different questions on our previous videos, especially that ZX6R cluster review video. Guys, go check that out. It's been a really popular video. We've been getting a lot of good questions, so I'm going to touch on a few different things as far as adjusting and going over what the cluster can do on the 2019 ZX6R. Stay tuned. Alright guys, check out the 2019 Kawasaki ZX6R. If you've been watching the previous videos, you've been seeing I've done a little bit of work to the bike thus far, just to catch everybody up if you're new to watching the videos. Again, like I said in the intro, I am going to touch on a few quick different things as far as the 2019 ZX6R cluster goes, on how to adjust and modify a few of the settings, and to clarify a few different things that the manual states. One of the first things that I did, and that I would recommend anybody doing on a bike, any type of street bike, is installing the sliders. Now, I did the full slider kit. I have the engine mount sliders here from OES, which I think are super good looking. I did the carbon fiber, and we also have the front mount fork sliders here. Check this out, really easy to install. Again, we have the engine mount sliders here, and then if you go to the rear, as you can see, I'm using my my stand here, which is great. And we did the rear spool sliders, which come in I'll tell you, they come in handy. I'll be honest with you. I've been riding bikes for quite some time at this point, guys, and I'm gonna tell you, just about a few days ago, I was at the store and I put the kickstand down. Thought it was down, looked like it was down, and when I went to go lean the bike on the kickstand on this side, you know what? Unfortunately, I got a little too far and realized the kickstand wasn't fully down here. So what happened was, I pretty much went to go lay the bike down slightly, and if anybody, if you're new to riding, you never rode a bike before, these bikes are fairly heavy. So when you get to a certain point to where the bike is going to start tipping a certain way, you pretty much can't stop it. You have to lay the bike down. Now, luckily, I just laid the bike down very slow. If you can see here, the sliders did exactly what they're supposed to do. You barely can tell that there's any scratches on this slider. And then on here, the rear spool slider, there's like really minimum scratching, if you guys can see that, if it can focus. Yeah, right there. And I'll tell you guys, like literally, the bike just rested on the engine mount slider here and the rear spool slider. There's no damage to any of the fairings, and the bike is in mint condition. So, new riders, guys, get the sliders. It cost me about 150 bucks for all three pieces. Just get them. They're really gonna help you out. So that's number one. That's what I did first, and that's what I really recommend for anybody to do. Number 2 and 3, what I did on the rear here, which you have to do, I was able to do the rear fender eliminator kit, as you can see here. And then I also had to do, because you're gonna get rid of your signals in the back here, we did the integrated tail light from TST Industries. As you can see here, it looks so much better than the standard stock tail light that the bike comes with. You know, I went with the the smoke modification for the taillight, as you can see. And it's got really cool settings. You know, the turn signals and the brake lights are definitely not stock. They look pretty cool when they first come on. And as you can see here, I have my taillight LED light here. Really, if you check my previous videos, it's very, very bright. And as you can see here, it really cleans up the rear end of the bike. I'll tell you, I get so many compliments ever since I've done this modification. It makes the ZX6R really look like a different bike. I mean, it took that huge chunk of plastic off of the back, and as you can see here, you guys can check it out, super clean, makes the bike look like a real bike. Super nice. So again, I've done the full slider kit. I did the rear integrated taillight. We've done the rear fender eliminator kit, which has made the bike look super, super good. What I do have coming here, today's Friday, it's Friday night, I do have a Hot Bodies windscreen coming here. I was in between, you know, the double bubble zero gravity windscreen and the Hot Bodies. I decided to go with the Hot Bodies. I think the zero gravity is just looks too big. I'll be honest, I tried to find a few different videos on YouTube showing the 2019 ZX6R with the double bubble windscreen, but I couldn't find too many videos. I saw some on the older bikes, but not on this bike. So the Hot Bodies windscreen that I got was, of course, the black windscreen, so it's going to match the bike very, very nicely. And it's just an inch bigger than this one. They say it's just an inch bigger than this one. It's supposed to come on Monday, which is just a few days away. And again, that'll be the next video that we drop. It's going to be the installation of that windscreen. So definitely check that video out when it drops. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. We're going to go more in depth on the cluster and answer a few questions that some of the viewers had. Please like and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. We'll see you at the next video.